Hey, it's Coach M here. Are you wondering what happened to your sweet child once they entered the teen years? Have they stopped talking to you about pretty much everything? And now you only get one-word answers or the infamous I don't know answer to every question you ask? If so, I've got the best 5 tips to get them talking to you again. Coming up. Okay, first we have to talk about why your teen has shut you out. I know, harsh words, but doesn't it feel that way? It does. And of course, we know that there is a deeper reason for why your teen doesn't want to talk to you anymore. And it's not because they just want to be rebellious. It's not because they're just being a teenager. And it's not because they're turning into a bad kid. By the way, there is no such thing as a bad kid. A hurt kid, a confused kid, a scared kid, an abused kid, but not a bad kid. Anyway, okay, back to why your teen is shutting you out. Bottom line, they don't trust you anymore. They don't trust that you'll understand them, that you'll respond the way that they need and want you to. They're afraid that you'll reject what they like, that you'll reject what they find funny, what they care about, which in their eyes is a direct rejection of them, of who they really are. So imagine if you thought someone was going to reject you every time you talk to them. Would you engage with them? Would you want to talk to them? I know I wouldn't. So how do you get your teen's trust back so that they'll want to open up to you and include you in their lives? Here are the 5 tips for getting your teen to open up to you. Tip number 1, think about your intention. Every time you engage with your teen, think about your intent, which means think about why you want your teen to open up to you, why you want to have a relationship with them, why getting them to talk about what's going on in their lives is so important to you. Your intent is huge. Think about it. It's the why behind what you do, what you say, and how you show up with them. The problem is we rarely think about our intention. We typically just allow our fear to control what we say to our teen and how we act towards our teen. It's your fear that's the problem here. Your fear that they won't be able to handle tough challenges in their lives. Or your fear that they aren't being responsible, they aren't cleaning up after themselves, they aren't using their manners all the time, they aren't excelling in school, they aren't choosing good friends, and the list goes on and on and on. This type of thinking is the very thing that is damaging your relationship with your teen. You have to get back to thinking about your intention for wanting to have a relationship with them. Why do you want them to talk to you? Why do you want to be a part of their lives? Because you want the best for them. Ultimately, you want them to be happy, caring, productive members of society, right? The only way to truly do this is by honoring who they are, not rejecting what they care about, not rejecting how they feel and what's important to them. And we do this by remembering our intention. Number 2, care about what they care about. You may not care about the YouTuber that your teen is watching every day, or care about the latest video game that they're playing, or care about the music that they listen to that you can't stand. But you need to start caring because it's important to your teen. Your teen is filled with thoughts, ideas, opinions about what's going on in their world, and they want and need you to value them. They want to be seen and heard, and this is the key. They want to be seen and heard without judgment, without criticism, without correction, which can be hard for us parents because we're responsible for our kids. We're responsible for the choices they make until they're an adult, right? I hear you, but let me explain a little bit more. We don't have control over our children. We think we do at times, but really we don't. We never really did. Yes, when they were younger, we could control their environment a little bit more. But now that they're teens, we have no control over what they say, what they do, let alone over their environment. The most that we can hope for is to have some influence on the decisions that they make. And the only way that we have influence is by having a strong, respectful, trusting relationship with them. And there is a process for achieving this the right way, which I discuss in depth in another video. I've linked it below. So start building that respectful, trusting relationship today by making a point to show them that you care and value what's important to them. It'll go a long way. Tip number 3, carve out special moments just for them. Special moments don't have to be big and expensive. It's not necessarily the big celebrations that they care about. It's the small, meaningful moments you create. with them, for them. Learn to craft special ways to connect with them. One of the best is bringing as much humor into your relationship with them as possible. Become the one who teaches them not to take life too seriously and not to take themselves too seriously. Even if your humor isn't the same, sending them a joke or a meme that you find funny or one that you know they'll love will do wonders for improving the trust and connection between you and your teen. Another good one is finding similar music they like to listen to and playing it at home or in the car, and then asking them if they've ever heard of it before or if they like the artist. These crafted moments are about showing your teen you're willing to understand who they are. Surprising them by taking them out for a favorite dessert or a treat. Or a fun one is taking them to the pet store or the pound just to play with a puppy or a kitten. Or taking them to one of their favorite restaurants just completely out of the blue. Or doing an activity that they love. Remember, it's about creating special moments just for them, and it lets them know you value who they are. Tip number 4, know the right non-judgmental questions to ask. The questions you ask your teen need to come from a place of understanding and curiosity. Asking purposeful, thoughtful questions without criticism is the quickest way to connect and reconnect with your teen. Asking the right questions lets your teen know that you honor their feelings, you honor their thoughts and their ideas. You're showing your teen that he or she matters, that they have a voice, and it deserves to be heard. Learning how to ask empowering questions the right way will completely transform your relationship with your teen. Not only in building trust back into the relationship, but allowing you to see your teen in a whole new light as the incredible gift that they really are. Tip number 5, listen, listen, listen. I cannot stress this one enough. This tip is one of the most important keys to getting your teen to want to talk to you and want to open up to you. Remember, they don't want you to fix anything. They don't want your unsolicited advice. They don't want your stories of when you were their age. What they want and need is for you to fully hear them, to allow them to have a voice. And this one is so tricky for us parents because we know what would make it all better. We know what they should do. We think we have the answers that they're looking for, don't we? And as soon as they start telling us something that they're struggling with, we're already thinking about what we're going to tell them before they're even done talking. We have fallen into the illusion that they are seeking our wisdom and guidance in the moment. But the truth is, they want to find the answer to their problem. They want to come up with the solution that works the best for them. So we parents have to listen with a sympathetic ear and refrain from offering a solution or giving our 2 cents worth. We have to validate what they're going through, what they might be thinking and feeling, and only asking non-judgmental questions, nothing else. Okay, so when you have the urge to fix it all for them, or you don't want to see them struggling, you'll have to resist that urge with everything you have. This is hard, but remind yourself what they need the most right now from me is to validate their feelings and just listen to them. Remind yourself of this over and over in the moment. I guarantee you, if you put these 5 powerful tips into action, you'll not only have your teen opening up to you again, but you'll have a better, deeper connection with them. I just want to tell you, as we all know, being a parent is the hardest thing we'll ever do in our lives. There's no manual for how to be the perfect parent, and our kids don't want us to try to be perfect. They just need us to understand them and want to build a deeper, lasting relationship with them. So cut yourself some slack and realize that just the fact that you're watching this video and trying to grow and evolve your parenting skills, it shows that you're an amazing parent already and that you truly care about having a great relationship with your teen. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos like it where I give you the tools to help you navigate the teen years, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload videos. And I upload videos weekly. I hope that you have an amazing week, and I will see you in the next video.